I think most people think they're a good person with good morals, but why? Because your morality really isn't your own. We inherit our values from our upbringing, our culture, and the media we consume. It's not like you choose morality, it's more like it is chosen for you. And that's why everyone lives with a moral superiority complex built on foundations we never really question. Everyone likes to believe they would be the good guy in history, that if they were in, say, Germany, they would be the ones hiding the Jews, that if they lived in the American South during the 19th century, they would be the ones fighting against slavery. But let's be honest, you wouldn't. You would believe what everyone else around you believed. And that's not because you're evil. That's just human nature. We call other people evil for doing things we ourselves would do if we were born on their side of the line. That's what makes moral judgments complex. Often they are based in geography and circumstances, not absolute truth. Each side believes they're the moral one because everyone's morality makes sense when you're raised in it. So before you judge other people's morality, realize the only reason you believe yours are right is because you are raised to believe so. You just had the privilege of being born somewhere where it didn't require you to choose between safety and conscience. You're not moral, you're just lucky enough not to be tested. It's easy to be moral when you don't have to sacrifice anything. So what does it actually mean to be moral? Is it following rules, obeying laws, or doing what feels right? Because if that's all it is, then morality isn't a virtue, it's just obedience that happens to be rewarded. Most people don't want to even be moral. They want to feel moral without the actual pain of being moral. Real morality isn't comfortable, it costs you something. It means doing what's right before it's popular and saying what is true even if it can ruin you. Most people mistake moral feelings for moral actions. Feeling sad about war or being angry at injustice, does that really make you a good person? Those are just emotions, not ethics. Morality starts where comfort ends. It's not how you feel about suffering, it's what you do when it costs you something. When it can make you unpopular, be painful, or cost you money. Everyone says, I would do the right thing until doing the right thing means losing something. And that's why morality is so rare, because it's inconvenient. We've turned morality into a brand. You don't even have to be a good person, you just have to look like one. We outsource it, we share and repost and call it activism. We think we're making a difference, but all we're really doing is outsourcing the dirty work to people who are actually taking risks. We overlook the deeper sacrifices required. We feel moral, but we don't act moral. We've turned ethics into entertainment, and we perform morality like it's a trend. We want credit without paying the cost. It's easy to fight for a cause when all it costs you is a repost and also everyone else is doing it. It's easy to scream about injustice when you never have to act upon it. And the worst part, we judge other people's morality by how visible it is instead of how real it is. If someone posts about a tragedy, we praise them. If they stay silent, we attack them. You don't even have to be moral anymore, you just sort of have to broadcast it.
If I ever was a billionaire, I wouldn't be a billionaire for more than a day. I would give away most of my money.
Morality without witnesses is the only morality that actually counts. But modern morality is cosmetic, and we wear it like makeup. And it shows. Every time a billionaire donates money, people lose their minds. He donated only $1 million? That's nothing to him. That's like 20 bucks for us. Okay, but where's your 20 bucks though? Because I guarantee you it's still in your pocket. It's easy to scream, he could do more. We love measuring other people's morality while doing the absolute minimum ourselves. We shame billionaires for donating 1% while we don't even donate 1% of our own paycheck. We call them selfish, but you really have no place to talk because it's easy to be moral when you don't have any real level of power or wealth. We've built a culture that mistakes judgment for virtue, as if pointing out someone else's flaws somehow makes you pure. Moral outrage has become a currency, and the more you spend it, the better you feel. We've built an economy of outrage, not empathy. Even the morals we do have were never ours to begin with. They were manufactured, you could even say programmed. Morality isn't completely universal, it's not timeless. It's social code that gets rewritten every generation by whoever is in power. A few hundred years ago, owning slaves was moral. 100 years ago, women voting in America was seen as radical. 50 years ago, being gay was immoral. Now those ideas almost seem insane, not because we evolved, but because the rules got updated. Morality always fits the power structure of the time. What society calls moral tends to line up with what keeps the current power structure stable. In feudal times, it meant obedience, loyalty, and honor. During the industrial age, it meant punctuality, hard work. In modern liberal democracies, it means inclusivity, tolerance, and emotional safety. And I would even say that now it feels like it's just public empathy, as long as it's the approved kind, of course. None of those are random. They reward behaviors that help the system run smoothly for who's ever on top. Of course, some moral instincts are biological and evolutionary, like, don't kill your tribe, protect your kids, reward cooperation. These show up in almost every culture because groups without them die out. Some moralities are better because they don't self-destruct. And so, without religion, there really isn't any objective, universal moral law. Without religion grounding morality in God said so, morality becomes subjective. You can debate it forever because there is no universal referee. Without religion, there is no single real morality, just infinite perspectives shaped by culture, incentives, and personal values. So if morality is relative, shaped by culture, and debatable, what's left? What does it mean to be moral in a world like that? Well, that's really for you to decide. But maybe morality means choosing limits for yourself when you don't have to. Not because society demands it, not because you'll be rewarded, but because you decided that those limits matter. Morality isn't obedience. If it were, then every regime would be, by definition, moral. Real morality costs you something. If it's easy, if it benefits you, if society rewards you for it, then it probably isn't morality, it's just convenience. Morality is what you refuse to do even when you could get away with it. Power reveals morality, weakness hides it. Without a personal or religious code, you're just absorbing whatever morality is currently fashionable. So the next time you want to judge someone else's morality, stop and ask yourself, who taught you what good even means? Who benefits from you believing it? And if you stripped away all the approval and all the programming, would you still be the same person?